The short clip we're still out with Lucia. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, other than that, we're working on the Let's Go, which I already explained how useful that can be in our last video, and also the recall, which has come, which I feel like the utility of that is fairly obvious, but I think I talked about it a little bit in terms of how it can be so useful for building cooperative mindset with the dog and being able to explore with them, but still have some control, still have some verbal control. And then also building into like her mindset the right response to leash pressure when she feels it, which is to give to it. We're also working on just general habituation to environments that she's not used to. So the reason I've taken her up here right now is because you can probably see out there in the distance that there's like a ton of people. If you don't see it, it's because the editor didn't grab it, but there's so many people on Bass Lake Trail, especially today. Today's, I think, Christmas Day, if I remember correctly. So, like, it's packed out here, and it's normally packed out here. There's a lot of dogs. So I'm taking her up here because she's a fresh case, and giving her a chance to really explore and just use her nose and sniff everything and look from a distance, but not be super overstimulated right close to stuff. And we're doing it on a really long flexi. So this is a 33-foot retractable leash. It's a flexi. It's the Flexi Giant brand. It's the professional, so it's the extra large, which is the longest flexi and the longest, like, well-made retractable leash that I am aware of. If you know of one that's longer than 33 feet, please let me know in the comments, because I'd definitely like to get my hands on one. But this is the longest one that Flexi sells, as far as I'm aware. But the reason that we're doing it there is because a lot of times when a dog is really overstimulated by the environment, they get really frustrated. And the owner gets really frustrated as well. Our client dogs get super frustrated. I see it all the time when I'm out here walking. And the problem is that the typical response I see from people, and even from other dog trainers very often, not always, but very often, is to put more and more restriction on the dog, right? So what they'll end up doing is something like this. I can demonstrate it. Lucia, come, 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 come. Good girl. Good. Hey. Okay. So I just wanted her to put her attention on me for a second. Is they'll do this. They'll just take them out on like a 6-foot or a 4-foot, and they'll walk around and they'll just pop every time the dog goes where they don't want to go, and they'll just tell the dog to focus, or tell the dog to stop it, right? Tell the dog no, and just put a bunch of restriction. And so you can see what that does to the dog when I'm always restricting it. It builds frustration, and then they end up freaking out and barking, right? So if I could put her at the end of the leash, she's watching that dog. If we were closer to that dog and I was doing this, always pushing back on it, always putting tension on it, which I'm not going to keep doing to her. Okay, go, go, go. Okay. This is a good opportunity to teach the release command here. Okay. Is that then that frustration builds, they start barking, they start reacting, and you can't do anything about it, right? You could punish them and get a generalized suppression out of the dog, but ultimately that's not what we actually want. We want for them to be able to have freedom and make the right choices. So the retractable leash allows me to train them in that way to do that.